This computer's being a bitch. Every 2 minutes it's automatically cutting off the camera and logging off, and I don't like that. So right now I gotta spin the mouse the whole time during this video, which sucks ass because I'm going to need both of my hands. Anyway, um, recently I sold my turntables because I was short on money. Kind of sad because I love DJing. So technically, under by default, I am a retired DJ. And probably going through everybody's mind is, um, I haven't seen him upload a video in a long time. What the hell could have happened? Well, I'm telling you what happened. Um, After I sold my turntables, I ran out of things to do. Literally, I've hacked internet, made an OS. For those that don't know, that's operating system. Like there's the Apple's computers, Mac, the Microsoft computers, Windows XP, Windows 7, yada yada yada, Windows Vista, that kind of shit. I've made my own kind, and this is exclusive. I've never given it to anybody. It is 100% mine, and it's always designed personally for each computer that I put it on. This takes time. But recently, before I left Charlotte for I think it was the fourth time, something like that. And when I left Charlotte, my before I left Charlotte, my computer's charger melted inside of it. So I had no choice. I had to get it repaired. So I leave it to a guy. Skip a week ahead. Um, it was only $5 to get it back after repair and all that shit. And what up is, I told my family, can we go get it? It's not a lot of money. It's a good computer. It does more. It automatically saves money. It's not like y'all don't use it. And they said, yeah, we'll take you to get it before we leave town. Okay, we leave town. What do you think happened? They um they made me leave my laptop there in Charlotte. So I've been stuck without a computer as well. And during that time, on Call of Duty Black Ops 1 on the PS3, I loved it, my PS3, someone hacked me because they was a very sore loser and forced me into a black room. Not literally a black room, but a blank room, and injected my system with a corrosion file for the laser. Once I left that game, that match, um, and I turned off my system, eventually after being done playing it, I turned it back on. It wasn't the CD being morphed or anything like that. I literally got a message from the guy saying that he hacked me and he messed up my reader on purpose. So yeah, I know it wasn't the CD. I tried all kinds of CDs. The game doesn't even inject or eject the CDs. So I tried to fix it. When I fixed it, um, I took a chunk out of the circuit board. If I don't know, that's the green block of technology that makes everything go together and work. I literally took that whole chunk off by mistake for the fan. And after, I think, a minute or 2 minutes worth, the system overheats and I have no choice to turn it off. So I counted it as broken and I had no choice. I had to throw it, which really sucked ass. So not only did I not have a computer, I did not have a PS3. So I was literally left shitting fucking up the creek without a paddle. But I found something to do. Um, I'm gonna show y'all right now what I've been doing. Now everybody knows, I know everybody's had one at one point or another in the Gypsy society and non-Gypsy society. You can deny it, but you know you had it. A PlayStation 2. Now, this brings me to a very interesting topic and the whole reason of this video. I wanted to show everybody what I've been doing in my free time, and this is what I've been doing. Now, This this is a PS2 memory card. It looks normal, huh? Well, it's a memory card. Now, to anybody else, they're probably gonna think, oh, probably did something to it. Yeah, I did do something to it. I put a hack, what you call that, hard mod, which is FMCB, free Mac boot, memory card booter. Um, what this does allows you to play burn games and put homebrew on it and stuff like that. Um, so far, it's been working very good for me. I've almost completely converted from DVD games and CD games to straight from the thumb drive, straight digital. Downside is to this is that my thumb drive, but technically because it is, it says skate drive. It's only 4 gigabytes, so I'm extremely limited. But somehow I was able to get 3 games I wanted on it. Eventually, I'm going to invest into a mega USB drive. For those who don't know what that is, it's a giant ass USB drive. These are usually, this only costs me $5 for 4 gigs. Now, in all honesty, this 8 MB memory card, I'm not sure if you can see that, 8 MB memory card costs twice as much as this. GameStop, $10. Walmart, $5 for I think roughly 250 times more the space. And yes, even with the exploits, you can put saves on here. Currently, I'm having trouble doing that, like literally loading saves off the USB, because what I have is open PlayStation 2 loader 0.8. There is 0.9, Project 0.9, and 0.9 beta. I've tried both of these and they don't do what I want. Like, for example, cover arts and actually work. But the 8.0 for my system actually works, so I kept it on the memory card. With once you hack it, you have the option to move files straight off the game anywhere from a thumb drive, expansion pack, CD. Like for example, let me move this mouse because it's gonna kill it. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. See that big square over there where the sticker is, where the scanner code is? Well, for the fat models, they had a DSL expansion, which you could connect an internet wire. Um, it was a big black piece that I'm going to get. It's $5 at GameStop. In all honesty, I think it's less, and it's so worth to have because once you have it, you can put a hard drive in. You can literally put in a hard drive. With this hard drive, you could save anything you want to it, making exploits and burn games a lot easier to play and saves your laser. When I say saves your laser, um, all the PlayStation 2 consoles have a laser, basically a laser lifetime, like a time before eventually they're gonna break and be unfixable. The model I have has roughly 1 year left in it. So I've been going digital to reserve the life of my game. So sorry if it seems like I'm going like this a lot because if I don't move the mouse, it's gonna log out and cut the video. Anyway, I'm going to work on doing that. I'm going to work on getting a hard drive. But for now, I gotta get a thumb drive, a mega thumb drive. Because I know for a fact I probably won't be able to get the expansion pack. By the time I get it, they're not gonna sell it anymore. Because I actually have a couple friends at GameStops, and most of them are managers and CEOs. If y'all don't know what a CEO is, that's basically the head of distribution. I didn't say that right. Distribution, aka they make sure to check up and run everything where everything goes and GameStops and like that. Like to make it easier to understand, like they say this much games goes here to this GameStop, this much appliances and accessories goes to this GameStop. Now, from my friends at GameStop, my I'll say connections. They say at the end of this year, like to be exact, which is not that long from now, like the 29th of 2013, they're gonna stop carrying all PlayStation 2 stuff. So if you have a PlayStation 2, I suggest you stock up on all kinds of stuff that you think you're gonna need before they stop distributing them all together. So with that in mind, I'm going to try to get a mega thumb drive. Mega thumb drive? Yeah, that's what they call it. Mega thumb drive. With this mega thumb drive, yada yada yada, I'll be able to hold a lot more games. On this, I have used nearly all of it. All I have on it is 3 games. There's there are games I wanted, and ironically, they were small. There's other games I want that I can't fit on here no matter what the hell I do. Like, hold on, let me put that out of frame. I'll show you all that in a moment. This skate drive is, it says 4 gigabyte, but when I plug it in and after I put the exploit runners, which is like the cage and the NTSCs and stuff like that. If y'all don't know what that is, that's like things to tell the game, all right, this is able to play games, so it's going to make it run smooth. After all that, everything's said and done, this thumb drive has 3.5 gigs, and I have 3 games on here. I have the Skya 1, which is called the Skya Hour of Darkness. I have the Skya 2, Cursed Memories, and I have Stunt GP. Stunt GP, I'm going to start with as an explanation. Is if you don't know, you can look it up on YouTube, Google, whatever the hell you use. This was a little, this was one of those games that was, it looked at high quality and it was all polished, but it didn't have a story or anything like that. But it was a fun game. I think it came out roughly 2001, roughly when the PS2s officially came out. They're all on CDs, but I was happy enough to get an ISO version from my friends at the ISO Zone. The ISO Zone, if you don't know what that is, you can put it in your browser. And if you don't know what a browser is, it's a thing like Google and stuff like that. Um, they have pretty much every single PS2 or any game consoles games out there on the market to the current day, from all the way from the Ataris to the PlayStation 3s and Xbox 360s. Any game you can think of, they'll have it. And it's not gonna be one of those websites where, oh, you have to pay $5.99 per download, or you gotta be like, you gotta do this many ads to download this. No. The only thing it has is when you find the game you want, when you want to download it, they're gonna check if you're not a computer. They have that caption code, I think it's called, Capica check, where you have to spell the very weird looking letters to make sure you're not a computer, which is a small sacrifice to do, but it's worth it because you get so much benefits. So, Stunt GP was on there. After all said and done, it was like 112 MBs. It is a very enjoyable game, which I'm planning on keeping. Um, with the open PlayStation 2 launcher, that's basically a thing that allows you to boot all the games off the thumb drive for the PS2. I know my eyes are going left and right, makes it look like I'm reading a script, but I'm not. Anyway, where was I? Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah, I remember. On this open PlayStation 2 loader, it is pretty much fully customizable. You can change it to any way you want. Me, I have an old school um, art I did, and I applied it as a background. I also did this for the when I don't have a game, the cover art for a game. I put my version on the top. It says Homebrew for PlayStation. In the middle, which is the actual picture, it has devilish. Well, well, one of those little truck stop things where it says where it looks like a hot girl, but she's wearing devil horns. And next to her, I have this basically the same thing, only with angel wings and a halo in black and white. And on the bottom, it says sonnybuck217 collections. That's my cover art when I can't find a cover. But rest assured, that site has the covers too. Now, I just choose if I don't like the cover for a game I have, I use my cover, which actually is pretty damn good. Now, when if you do still have a PS2 and you're interested in hacking it, there's there's a few things you're gonna have to do. I actually spent a long time trying to hack my PS2. And it took a lot of effort, trial and error. First thing I had to do, I had to open this shit up. I mean open fuck up. I had to unbolt the bottom. You can't see, I had to take out all the bolts. I had to basically take the whole system apart. Um, when you take it apart, you have to be very careful to not. I've already bolted mine, so I can't literally show y'all. You gotta be very careful. You gotta flip it. Um, let's say if it's facing you, you gotta flip it towards the buttons, but be very careful because there's a little silver ribbon there, which is for the power buttons. And if you disconnect that, it's you literally gonna have to take the whole system apart 100% to put it back in. And half the times you can't because you might rip the cord, well, the ribbon. They call it a power ribbon. Ironically, I've done that like 8 times, taken the system apart, and it was a pain in the ass. So I'm talking from experience, not talking out of my ass. Anyway, once you do that, you gotta take the disk drive's cover right off, and there's gonna be a magnet on the top. It's gonna be a white circle thing with a baby magnet in it. This is going to attach to the actual spinner for the disk drive. When you do this, make sure you keep the white thing nearby, the white magnet, the magnet to attach to the CD you're going to use to install this. Now, there's a bunch of ways to install this, but the way I did is the one I recommend because the other ways, frankly, you can't do them anymore because you'll never find the disc, the action replay. Yes, action replay allows you to do this, but it takes a lot of effort and trial and error. First thing you would have to do with the action replay, assuming you have one, which I doubt, is you're gonna have to get a thumb drive, and you have to get one of theirs because if you don't, your thumb drive won't show up. And their thumb drives are expensive as shit. When you're buying the action replay, it's also expensive as shit. If you go on that route, not to open up your system, you're looking at roughly $60. Now, as for me, what I did was I put free memory card boot 1.8 on this thumb drive. That's all I did. After taking the system apart and doing a swap out, I had to get a very certain game. It was the only game that would do it. Now, this game is very well known, but a lot of people didn't know you can hack with it. And over time, once PS2 actually became an outdated system, yes, I'm saying an outdated system, people started exploring their games because they felt like it didn't matter anymore and they lost all fear of breaking them. And if you use a program, it's called a Memento Dispatcher, you're gonna need that. Don't use it yet, you're just gonna need it. Search it up on the internet. And you're going to need a real copy of James Bond 007 Agent Under Fire, the actual game disc. This is the only game disc on the whole PlayStation 2 library that actually has a drive-in ELF file. When you pop it in, make sure you have image burn, IMG burn, BURN. Search that up. It's 100% free. All the things I'm telling you about is 100% free, except obviously the game. The game is like $2 at GameStop, but it took me months to find it. Literally, I couldn't find it at all in the GameStop, so I ordered it from Amazon.com, and that cost me $5. It was 1 penny on Amazon, but with shipping and handling, it cost me $5, and it took me 2 weeks more waiting. But it was worth it because I was looking for that game for 2 months. Yeah, 2 months waiting for that game to pop up, and it never did. So I got impatient and I ordered it. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna pop that in your computer, and you gotta have a DVD drive. It can't be a CD drive. It has to be a DVD drive. Pop it in on, open up Image Burn, and hit the copy ISO. When you do this, you're gonna have to wait, and then you're gonna want to go get Apache disk patcher. You're going to need this, trust me. Once you do this, you're gonna use the Apache. Go to the ISO. It'll automatically open it. On driving, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the ELF. Once you download, assuming if you did, when you download the free MacBoot installer 1.8, what you're going to do is you're going to rename it to driving, all big letters, and put .elf at the end, assuming if it don't have it already. After this, you want to right click and go all the way down to properties and copy the numbers in the bytes. Keep it open when you're doing it. Then go to Apache. Go on the driving, where it says driving, right click and hit the change size. When you do this, all you need to do is the one all the way on the right. Put in the numbers you found, exactly the numbers you found, type them in. After that, hit save, and it'll tell you which file are you looking for. Go to the one that you changed the name to. After that, it will replace it. Then all you gotta do is get a blank DVD -R, the one without the cross, the one that doesn't have this before the R. I'm not sure if you can see that. The one that don't have that, the cross. You're gonna need the one that's like this, a minus. You're going to need a DVD-R, at least one, no, not one, but 2 GB to do this. I recommend getting the 4.7s and getting a 5-pack, just in case. You know what I mean? Once you're done, you're going to want to burn games, am I right? You're going to want to play free games. That was my intention. But then I realized that I didn't have a computer. I was using a loaner computer from a computer guy, a computer repair guy I know. Anyway, once you do this, open up your system. Put in the actual game, beat the first mission. Once you get to the one with the car, hit X once. Don't hit it again, just hit it one time till you get to where it shows the remote buttons, like which button does which. Sorry, my legs are hurting me. Till you get to where it says the driving, where you gotta drive the car and shoot. Swap it the way you took it apart. You stop the game disc, the real one, take it out, put the burn one in, put the magnet on there quick, because if you don't, you're going to destroy the CD and it's not going to be able to do it. Once you do this, hit X. It will load up U-Launch. Make sure you have your thumb drive plugged in. Go to FMCB, is what it's probably called, or driving, and launch it. Hit format memory card, and then hit install free FMCB. a free Mac boot. Once you do this, you're done. Simple as that. I know that sounds long. I wish I could show you, but I've already done it, and I don't want to take my system apart again. I hate doing it. It sucks. And now I'm going to show y'all my. I want to show y'all what it looks like, but I can't because my mother, she don't have a door on the room she's currently in, and she keeps the TV full blast. So I can't show y'all. I will show y'all in a later video, okay? But for now, I'm just going to show y'all what I've done to my system. Now, everybody knows the PlayStation 2 system was originally black and it had that purplish bluish PS2 stripes on the front and the middle. What I did was I I got tired of that. I got tired of that look. Everybody had that look. So what I decided to do is I decided to paint it. Yes, I painted it. Oh my gosh, he painted it. He changed the color. Oh my gosh. Wow, how cool is that? No. And I also added some decal. And I made sure to make it look like if you look at it for a little bit, the stripes are going to look like they're wavy, like they're moving. I made sure to do that because I thought it was gonna look awesome, and it did. Um, anyway, I'm gonna show y'all. The system's gonna look a little dirty because I haven't cleaned it. Yes, I cleaned my system. Anyway, this is how it looks. I'm gonna spin the mouse real quick so I don't get messed up. This is it from the back. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. That's how it looks like that. I made the bottom rough size, if I'm not sure if you can see that. I made the bottom look really bad, but I did that for a reason. I used a finger stroke where I just go like that with my fingers to make it have a lot more grip. I did the same thing for this side to have a lot more grip. Now I know what y'all saying. Oh, I don't want to reveal it yet. I know what y'all thinking. Man, that looks ugly. Well, I'll show y'all what it looks like right now. This is it from the front point of view. I left certain parts black for decal. Yeah. And this is what it looks like when it's on its side. Now, spin the mouse real quick. Now, this is it. How you like them apples? Looks cool, huh? Now, that is my PS2. You have no idea how hard it was to paint this. I had to take it apart, remove the whole shell, and leave the system bare. And leave it like that for quite some time. It took many efforts and a lot of sandpaper and a lot of water treatment while it was painted to get it to look like that. Um, I also have um, a chain that I would like have it layered over like a necklace that goes right here through the corners like that. And with that, it makes it look so badass. Anywho, that's what I've been doing in my free time. I never got to the other two games, so I'm gonna go through them real quick. Now, the other two games I have on there are both RPGs, turn-based RPGs. Old school, I'm doing this quick because I don't want to make a super long video. I didn't want to make the video this long to begin with. Anyway, as I was saying, Disgaea 1 is the same as Disgaea 2. If y'all don't know what they are, yada yada yada, skip ahead. Um, it's basically a comedy game where they make fun of itself and make fun of what everybody's known for playing, like deep stories and stuff like that. This is making fun of that, and it's actually a pretty damn funny and good game. I've um I've had a lot of times when I had my PlayStation 2 on and off. I've played it maybe 150 something times, over 150 times, and beat it. But I decided to get it again because, frankly, I like. Now, the Cursed Memories one is even more funnier, but I don't want to go to that until I beat part one first. I suggest you look it up on YouTube, and you'll see what I mean. Just spell on the YouTube after this video, Disaea. My bad. Remove that. Disaea. My bad. Why am I spelling it wrong? Disg um Aea. Disgaea. Then just put one and watch a video of the story, and maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll go through trouble I did just for the hell of it, just to pass the time. Because in all honesty, that's really what I was doing. It occupied me for a long ass time to do this. It took a lot of time, and I'm happy. I'm happy I did this. Now I just have one more problem, and I know everybody's gonna be like, "Wow, that sucks." I um I got a new laptop. I got it for free. I got the guy Jay to give it to me, the non-gypsies. I got him to give it to me for being so kind and helping him out around the store and stuff like that. They repaired it for me. I was supposed to pick it up past couple of days, and I haven't. It's a really good laptop. They built it to my specs, aka they built it with parts I wanted them to make it like the way I want it from the ground up. Now, it has a DVD drive, it has Windows XP, which personally is my favorite Windows because everything on the internet involves Windows XP. Sure, you can't play fancy ass games on it, but with Windows XP and their Wi-Fi based connectivity, I'm able to install my hack to steal internet through my other OS. So it's a plus. And since it has a DVD drive, I can install my OS. Another plus. And I literally told him about my OS and I was going to show him. Currently, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to try to get some sleep so I can try and go get it tomorrow. If I do, I will upload another video showing you on my laptop. Be warned, it does look ugly, but it is one of those things, the uglier the better. The reason why, because if you haven't noticed, all these fancy new laptops where they look stylish and shit, they break too easy. They literally break for no damn reason. I've literally had nice computers, um, pretty computers, and ugly computers. And the ugly computers last way longer, way longer. So if you're going to buy a computer or a laptop, don't get the pretty model where it looks shiny and shit. Get the ugly model because it's gonna last you more and it's gonna be more usable and you'll be able to have it for a longer time in the long haul. Understand? With that in mind, I'm going to stop this video because I made it way too fucking long. Now, that's that. This has been Sonny Buck, formerly known as DJ Gypsy Blackheart. I have music on the internet and I have albums on the internet. If you want, go to my other videos and click them. Um, and if you like them, download the album. I usually every video has a song. Um, if um, if it has a completion, like if it has 8 9 songs in it, that's an album. You can download the album. But when you download the album, if there's only one song you like, after you download the album, just delete the rest. That's it. Bye. Peace.